Welcome back, everyone. Got a match on attack. I'm playing Demon Hunter, and I have everything other than Scornbeak that I would use for this build, but I will leave the build in the description, as well as the mention of Scornbeak that I would prefer. In general, I like this build. It has a lot of mobility. However, it doesn't really solve the biggest flaws of Demon Hunter, and that is the main one being the inability to push the objective, whether it be attack or defense, and the second one being that it really just suffers from any means to stay alive if a target gets on them. This build has 2 mobility skills, and even with that, there's oftentimes you can't escape something. For example, some of the popular Crusader horse builds at the moment, and although I actually think that build is not as effective as more of a support role, it does do a very good job at picking off Demon Hunters regardless of resonance. In fact, a lower resonance Crusader can actually follow around and pick off Demon Hunters if they just follow them on the map and make good use of their cooldowns. Managed to proc my cheat death there, which is unfortunate. Would have been nice to save that, but we're going to push forward here. Team is already on the right side. That's going to force all of the enemies over, so to speak. Finish this monk, and then I should be able to flank them. I'm going to let my team engage here. Actually, looks like the enemy team holding. Jump on a target here. Use an escape. Is going to go off. Now I'm just going to kind of position myself somewhere in case the monk was trying to get away. They would either have to run into my team in the middle there or let me chase them down. I need to desperately push forward here and try to pick off one player. Not going to happen. But I was needed to really pick off one player before the reinforcements come, because I know that the whale monk is here. Might be able to jump behind them. Able to pick some off, but I'm going to go down now. I don't have anything to get away from that. This match probably going to revolve around me picking that monk off in order for us to push, so I need to keep track of them. Obviously at the right objective at this point. I'm going to go back because we're rezzing. If I get some support from my Crusader here, this should be easy. Monk actually went down, so now I can push forward and go over and help the other side, or at least cut off the bridge here. Just missed the opportunity of that escape. We'll get a bandage off, and that will allow me to get back in. So you can see very mobile and very nice to have. Pick off anything I can while under the Crusader's cooldowns. Good use of the support abilities by the Crusader there. Position myself in such a manner that I can hit that Necro with the pillar, even though I get knocked up. Easy for my team to finish. Hydra, don't see that every day. It's the other monk, not as whaley as the other. I really wish we didn't have several people on that side. I would really like a 1-player split in this match, given the comp. Right side is going to go down. At this point, I'm going to have to rotate over and just try to push either the spawn or the bridge as they come. So we're going to take the bridge, pick 1, we'll get 2. Now I have to fall back to the objective. This is going to be a 2v3 or a 2v4. Going to get another one at least. Got to get out of there. Not many options. At least just pull them off. Team's still pushing both sides. This is an interesting match here because we don't have the ability to push past the objective, but we do have a little bit more power than the enemy team. So we do kind of win the team fights, but our team has to get grouped. Enemy team clearing the left, hoping they're going to rotate over, and this will basically free me up. It's 2v1 here. Can win this with an escape, or cheat death will probably do it as well. Need another escape here. And there's 1 kill. Other has retreated to bandage, so I'll consider this a victory. Even if they come back, I'm gonna engage myself. Just push up towards the spawn. And making good use of the ult there. Need to get back to the objective. Rezer coming from mid. I do have my knockback. Should be enough. Another Rezer. Gonna have to leap over. Double leap because of the immunity. Now the immunity will be off. Clear that up. Gonna have to dance around the whale monks if possible. Drawing them away from the objective. This is big here. This might actually allow us to get in. Enemy teams, 4 players dedicating themselves to me while this pushing just shy. Unfortunately, as close as it gets. We still have some kills. They've only got 37, but we're down to 2 minutes. So we need to keep pushing, and I need to get back up past the objective since I seem to be the only one with the ability to do so on our team. That's not really anybody's fault. That's just the nature of the game. That side actually gets in. So that is huge. Those 4 players who stopped to attack me without getting the objective actually going to cost them the game there. And mobility just playing a key role there. I need to wait for escape. And that's really my best suggestion against monks. You can just dance around them with that escape. 2 whale monks, a little bit trickier. Do manage to survive. This one still has it out for me. I gotta wait for escape again. My team should be able to cut them off. They're still heading over, huh? Juke back. Entire team following them. That's interesting. May as well, right? Yeah, we'll just push in, and that'll probably do it for this one. So exciting match, fairly close one as well. Had they been able to stop us a couple more times, it might have got too difficult for us to get in within the number of kills, because the further you get with those objectives, the closer they are and the further away you are. And really, the unfortunate thing here is 4 players choosing to fight me over getting into the objective at the end there. And juke back, trying to time it correctly. And now we will get on the heart. Juke back from the necro, just so I don't get stunned. And there we go. So a good, fun overall match. Hope you guys enjoyed the build. Like I said, I would prefer to use Scornbeak for that primary attack speed. Absolutely huge for the 1v1 interactions against other demon hunters, allowing you to get the first shot and knock them back. And also really good for just holding barbarians at bay as well. Additional attack speed, just kind of stalling them. Just very, very good in the current meta. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for taking the time to watch, and have a great day. Looks like this could be a pretty decent match, at least in terms of pushing objective. So I just want to show something from a different perspective. I think that in Phase 2, our team will most likely be able to kind of fight from behind the objective as opposed to forward. I show a lot of matches where it's important for the team to get out in front on attack, and this may be a different point of view. We have some decent power from the back line in terms of myself and another demon hunter that are fairly high reso. And we have a monk that's going to be able to push in head. So I just kind of want to show this perspective and what you can do as a demon hunter to stay a little bit safer, as this is going to apply to a lot more players. So for the most part, I'm going to try to do things like this, where I just kind of fire and interrupt or CC with the knockback shot and play around those cooldowns. Biggest thing for me is going to be to get on Kadaj, the necro there, and just kind of prevent him from disturbing our backline. Oh, bad play by me. Really bad move. Trying to move forward to interrupt them, or prevent them from interrupting my own player on the idol, but just was not worth it. It cost me a cheat death. So there's Kadaj there, so I need to make sure I dodge that. He does not have a cheat death, so if I have any way of following him, I should engage. I'm going to be getting pestered by a barb as well. Should be able to chase Kadaj here, because the other one is also running. And now I need to bandage and potentially fall back. Other side is pushing, so I actually want to be over there, but I'm going to have to try to help clear out first. Use my escape. Wait for that conjuration to go down. Then I want to move up. Another bad play. I'm just not making good decisions. I need to do a lot better than that. So they are rotating as a team, basically clearing one side out. I'm going to have to get all the whales together and try to push together, and if they won't come to you, then you need to go to them, really. So we know the whales are going to come across the bridge because they are just rotating as a team. One player in the objective, which is going to allow me to rotate. Undying is procced. If I could get another Undying procced here, that would be big. Just need somebody somewhere to kind of hold the objective other than me so I can fight behind it. And as I said, this is going to be a team that fights from behind. I can tell you that just based on the comp that we have. Hoping it would be a little more effective, although we are pushing, as I mentioned before, we do have some firepower. If I play a little bit smarter, we surely can do this more effectively, but I'm putting myself in bad positions. Pop that globe in case we need to retreat. And it looks like our team has kind of figured out the strategy finally. Managed to survive. I will bandage in the idol. The other side is pushing. And they managed to actually get ahead on the other side, and that's huge. So for a comp that doesn't have much to push out in front, if they actually manage to get ahead, it means that they are really quite easily pushing the tide. So I don't win this fight, especially with cooldowns. But that conjuration will wear off. And if I can position myself in such a way to knock both of them back, we have a much better chance. Do manage a kill, get some follow-up. Both objectives very close. Another exciting match. And they're starting to stall us here because they have more melee, some barbs, immunities with the Crusaders. So this is actually going to be tricky for us to push in. I suspect it may take more than one attempt here. Utilizing whatever I can. Gonna go down if I let that monk get on me. And again, they just res up before we can kind of get ahead. Need to clear them out here. Shield down, that could be big. Good escape there to dodge. And now a knockback. We'll get a cheat death proc here. 2 monks on me, so I want to make sure that I escape first. And that should do it. We are in. You can see just how close both sides were at the same time. Enemy team managed to get us to 40 deaths. And escape very powerful for avoiding any kind of damage. You can see, managed to get a kill, nearly get 2 kills. Just from utilizing that escape and really micro and having the ability to remember where you come from and essentially retreat and reposition. And that'll give us the match in this case, as we surely when we get on the heart here, should be more than enough. Got pulled back by a condemn or something. Either way, that'll give us the match. So I hope that's another good point of view. Different perspective where we're kind of playing from behind the idol for the majority. Our team did manage to push ahead on some occasions. However, I was typically not part of that push ahead. I was either in the idol or behind it. Just showing another perspective. So hope you enjoy. Again, thanks for taking the time to watch and have a good day.